Hey, Maxie. I'm gonna go do some grounding. You gonna come with me? Or are you gonna stay up here and bask in the sun? Okay. See ya. You gonna come with me? You gonna come with me? You do some grounding? You need it too. Okay. Walk forward. Walk forward. Okay, or get out of the way. Whichever. Come on. Ooh, it's a hot, hot day today. On this June 6th day. How are my new flowers doing? We bought some flowers from Caw Valley last weekend. Ooh, that was expensive. They're doing very good. They're doing very, very good. We got 2 pork butts going on the smoker. Is this hot? Oh, I can touch it. That's not too bad. Let's look. Oh, we can't see them. They're in their foil wrapped phase. Then yesterday we went to Menards and got some flowers. And it was much more reasonably priced. Let me tell you. Oh my gosh. All of this, I want to say was like $60. But when we went to Caw Valley, we got stuff for that planter, this planter, and then over here we got marigolds to help with like bugs and cucumber plants because we're going to make pickles. And then there's my walking onions, or as my great aunt calls them, winter onions. And that's all we have for vegetables this year. Well, it's time to get out here and get my grounding in for the day. I sure do sleep a lot. I don't know if it's my body just healing or the medications that I'm on. Probably a combination of the both, but I sure can sleep. So I just got up maybe about a half hour ago. I called my nephew. Today is his birthday. He turns 10. So I got to talk to him. He's such a sweet boy. And now I'm out here walking while the shade's out. It's a beautiful time to be outside, especially in the shade. It's really warm today. I don't know what the temperature is. Let's see. Oh, does this tell me? Does that say 84? Yeah, 84. So not as hot as yesterday. Yesterday it was in the 90s. But 84 is still pretty warm. I got all of my corn. Oh, not all of it. Now I see more. I got all of my corn pulled out of my flower garden here. Them squirrels, man. They are funny. Oh my gosh. You should have seen them. When, I don't know, well, okay. Yeah, when they were planting the corn, I guess. Somebody, I don't know who, is feeding them, which is totally fine. But they're feeding them like corn, whole cobs of corn. And the squirrels will bring it into our yard. They chew off a couple kernels. They like hop, hop, hop. Hi, Kiera. Hi. They hop away, plant their kernel, and then they would hop back to the cob, cut off a few more, or like chew off a few more kernels, and then hop, hop, hop away, and then dig and plant. And then they just kept doing that. It was so cute to watch. But now we have like corn planted everywhere in our backyard. Kiera, how are you today? You gonna say hi to everybody? Or are you gonna clean yourself? Kiera Jane. Hi, pretty girl. Hi. You gonna tell everybody who you are? Can you say, I'm Kiera Jane? I turned 15 this year. Yeah, the last week of May. She turned 15. She's my long-haired beauty. You wouldn't tell it at the moment because she just got her hair clipped a couple months ago for the summer. We get her shaved. It just helps with hygiene, and I just feel like she enjoys it. I think she enjoys having shorter hair, but boy, she sure does look funny. Oh, look at her go. Look how cute you are. Yeah. Oh, she's my original pet. Aren't ya? Yes, you sure are. I brought her home from the farm. Her mom was this beautiful, oh my gosh, beautiful white cat. And she had gray patches, but they were like under her main coat. It was so interesting because you look at her and she was like all white, but when you get up close to her, then you could see these like patches of gray. Oh my gosh, she was so beautiful. And my mom had picked her out for me because my mom wanted me to have a pet. This was back when I was like, when I turned 30, my mom, well, first of all, when I turned 30, I had said, oh, I'll never get married. I'll never have kids. I just kind of figured by now I'm 30, I'm old. Who's going to want me? So I just assumed I would never get married and I would never have kids. Boy, never say never, right? And so my mom picked out this cat for me. She really felt that I needed to have a companion. I needed to have this cat. And I resisted for a long time on taking that kitten. I mean, she was pretty, but I really resisted. Well, I resisted too long. She ended up getting pregnant with a local like stray tomcat, and she had like 9 kittens. It was insane. I couldn't believe how many kittens she had. And it was such a unique litter of kittens. The tomcat that mated with her had a bobtail. And so half of the kittens, Shiloh was her name, half of the kittens had bobtails and half of them didn't. It was just the craziest thing. And none of the kittens looked alike. Some of them were the calico with, oh my gosh, look at, some of them were the calico with like, that looked like Kiera, where it's like the tortoise shell. Kiera's more of like an orange. Her sister Shadow, which my mom has, is more of like a black calico. But some of them were black and white. I mean, this was such a interesting group of kittens. I couldn't believe it. Anyway, she was twirling around in the grass. She's so stinking cute. I had to share it with you, but then she stopped. She is camera shy. So these 9 kittens were absolutely adorable. And I thought, well, I certainly don't want a cat that's pregnant with kittens. So of course then I delayed on getting another cat. But I went home for my sister's birthday that year. It would have been in 2011. And I thought, well, I'll take a kitten home. And so I went out to the farm where all these kittens were. And there was one kitten that she appeared very, very, very malnourished. Her eyes were all matted shut and they were kind of filled with pus. Her tushy had all kinds of poo. I keep trying to record you, Kiera, but you stop every time. The little tushy had all this like poo on the back of it, and you could tell Mama wasn't taking care of it anymore. It was the run of the litter, and the mom wasn't taking care of it, and that little kitten was gonna die. And so when I went out there to play with these cats, that's the one that kept coming to me. And I thought, oh my God, are you serious? And there were multiple times, like I would leave and then I would come back and I would kind of kneel down on the ground and all of the kittens were like playing with each other and having fun. But this one little kitten, the kitten that could barely see, that looked like she was gonna die, would come to me and try to crawl up on my lap. I just couldn't believe it. And I thought, well, I guess I'll take her. If she dies, she dies. But if I mean, I don't know. I guess I kind of felt like it was maybe fate, you know, that I was supposed to take this kitten, and if I could help her, I would. And if she died, she died. I guess that's kind of how I left it. So I brought her to Lincoln, took her to the vet. We had her all checked out. She sneezed a lot and just all kinds of stuff. But took her to the vet. They found nothing wrong with her. They did put her on, something for like feline, like a cold. I can't think of what it was, but they did put her on that. I had to treat her for that way twice. But vaccinated her, did all the things, ran blood work, and there was nothing wrong with her. And that little, diseased bird, there she goes. Where are you going? She just sneaks down in there. I think this is where she... Oh my God, what is she doing? Kiera, what are you doing? Are you just gonna sleep in here? There she is. I don't know if you can see her. Oh my gosh. I see her crawl out of those lilies quite often. I guess that's where she sleeps. Well, anyway, that little diseased bird, as I called her, because that is what she looked like, is my Kiera. She is the best, the absolute best cat in the entire world. She is so sweet. She's so kind. She's really wonderful. She really is. She's an indoor-outdoor cat, so she gets to go outside whenever she wants, and I don't know. She's pretty freaking great. That's all I got to say. So I consider her my very first rescue pet, getting Kiera, because I do believe had she stayed on the farm with her mom, who was neglecting her, she probably wouldn't have survived. So I guess I'm glad I have her. And the name Kiera is just a name that I always loved. I got it from Pirates of the Caribbean. Keira Knightley was the actress. I don't know. I just thought Keira Knightley was just such a dainty, sweet gal. And I just loved the name. I really did. And I kind of clung on to it, and I thought, well, if I'm never going to have kids, then I'll use that name on a cat. And that's what I did. That's how I got my Kiera. So, and my mom gave her the middle name Jane, and it's just kind of, I guess it just works. So just call her Kiera Jane. But she's also my honey bear, my sugar bear, my little one, my princess girl. She goes by all of the names. She is very, very sweet. Well, enough about Kiera, but I'm glad you got to meet her. I wanted to come on really quick to give you an update on how my appointment went yesterday. As I said, I had a doctor's appointment. It went very, very well. My doctor is so impressed with my progress and how my incision looks. She's very, very happy. But she did remind me, or I guess tell me, that I really do need to be careful being on gabapentin because I do have the side effect. It makes me very wobbly and makes me very sleepy, that I really should not be driving while I'm on that. So starting tomorrow, I'm reducing that prescription from 2 times a day down to 1 time a day. And I'm going to take it at night. So like tonight, I'll take it at 7. And it usually it knocks me out. So, which is good, because then I sleep really good. But then I take it in the morning at 7, and it does the same thing. It knocks me out. And then I sleep until noon or 1 o'clock every day, which I'm okay with that. My body needs the rest anyway. I shouldn't be up doing lots of things, so it's good to get the rest. So that's the plan with that. I do need to stay on the ibuprofen 3 times a day for at least another week, and then I can start reducing that but I just need to be really mindful of my pain. And I will say, reducing the gabapentin, I am doing very well, but I do have moments where I get those, I call it like an electrical shock in my belly, and I'm like, E. But it goes away. I just feel it, but it does go away. But I think that is something that I can deal with. As long as I'm not in like super bad pain where I can't like do anything, I don't want to be in that phase. So here I am grounding again. I'm out grounding because I just really believe that it is helping me heal faster. I'm not going to do this again, so I guess I'm never going to know if it doesn't work, but as I've said before, the days that I come out here and do this, the next day, I feel so much better. I had a couple of days where I didn't come out at all because I had overdone it on the previous day, and then I felt more sore, and just not as, I just wasn't as comfortable, I think is probably an appropriate way to phrase that. So very important to come out here and do my grounding. And I did not come out here to pick up the dog poo first. So I have to really make sure that I'm watching where I'm stepping, watching where I'm going, so I don't get into the, as my mom says, the dog whack. I don't want to get into that. But I'm doing good. I'm happy. This morning, basically, technically this afternoon. So I'm working toward OMAD, 1 meal a day. And right now I'm not doing OMAD, but I am doing like where I eat during a certain period of time. So, for example, I just ate, like let's say at 1 o'clock. And then I might eat again tonight, maybe at like 8. So from 1 to 8, that's like my window of time that I would be like eating food. And then I stop eating after that, and then that's my fast. So I just let my body rest, let my gut kind of heal itself from doing all of this digestive work, and then I'll break my fast. That's when I have breakfast. And I usually have eggs. So today, oh, my eggs were so good. I scrambled up 10 eggs in a cast iron skillet that we had used a couple nights ago to make steaks. And when I make my steaks, my cast iron skillet, I melt butter and then I'll sear the steak for 4 minutes on each side, usually over like medium, not medium high, but like just a little bit past medium, because I want to get a good sear. I want it to have like a crunch, and my husband really likes it that way. So I've kind of figured out how to do that. But so I made these steaks, and then I just leave the butter and the kind of, I guess you call it maybe like the burnt stuff, I don't know. I just kind of leave it in the skillet, and then I made my eggs today in that. So I call it dirty eggs, because when I scramble up my eggs, they look disgusting because there's like black pieces everywhere, and the eggs aren't really like that pretty like yellow color. They're kind of like gray. They look dirty. They look like I scooped them up off the floor. But so, oh my God, so good. So good. And I put, so with 10 eggs, I put in a half a stick of butter and then quite a bit of salt, which I don't measure. I need to measure because if someone were to ask me like, hey, how do you make your eggs? Like, how much salt do you add? I don't really know. I just kind of like pour it. I just like pour the thing over and just go until it looks good. So I will admit though, sometimes I do too much salt, and then that kind of sucks. So then I have to like save those eggs, mix them in with another batch just to help kind of reduce it. So that was my breakfast. And now I will not eat again until tonight. So this will allow my body to kind of heal for a little bit, and then I'll eat again tonight, and then I'll leave it at that. So, and there are times if I'm not hungry, then I just don't eat. That just means that whatever I had for my prior meal really satisfied me, and so I'm not hungry. Well, I don't think I really have anything else to say. Looking at the timer, I have been recording for 20 minutes. So that means I've been walking for about 20 minutes. And so I need to probably shut this down. I will say I'm starting to feel a little tight in my belly. And that is what happens when I walk too much, then I start to feel a little bit of discomfort. My doctor said that she was okay with me walking 20 minutes. She was a little surprised that I was able to walk 20 minutes. I don't think she expected me to be this far along with my healing process, but she was okay with it. And she said, well, you can start increasing your walk up to 30 minutes for this week. But she goes, do not do any more than that. So I just need to be mindful. But like I told her and my husband, I'm really just watching my body. I mean, I'm listening to my body and I'm just doing what feels good and what feels right. If I don't feel good, then I just stop what I'm doing. If I feel good, then I guess I just keep going. So that's my plan for this week. Oh, and she also said no dog walking. Oh my gosh. So for 4 weeks, 4 more weeks, I cannot walk my dog. I'm a little frustrated, but I get it. Because of his reactiveness, he gets excited. He sees a bird, he sees a squirrel, he sees a person, or God forbid, another dog. Oh my God, he sees another dog. Ooh, it is a little bright out still. Well, anyway, he's like, hey, who are you? And then he kind of like lunges, not in like an attack way, but just in an excited way. And I just can't have him lunging like that while I'm still healing on the inside. So I just need to be careful of that. So for this week, I think I've got things figured out. My friend Liz is going to come over Monday night and we'll go for a walk. Of course, I can do like 1 lap with her and then maybe we'll call it good. But if she wants to do another lap with Max, she certainly can. But again, if it's too hot, he is not going to want to go very far. Anything above 70 degrees is really challenging for him. So my friend Liz is coming Monday and we'll walk Max then. And then my mom is coming on Tuesday, I believe. And she said that she can help with walking Max. But my sister is going to be in town all this week. She travels a lot for her job. So she's going to be in town this week. And she said that she can also help. So yay. I've got this week figured out. My husband is traveling for work. So he leaves on Monday. That's why I'm reaching out for some help. But he'll be back Saturday night. And then he can help me with Max during that next week that he's home. And then I'll just figure it out from there. But I do have some backup plans. Like I said, my mom, my sister, my friend Liz. My friend Liz's son, Weston, he has also offered to help. And he's so cute. He's like, can I bring my girlfriend with? Yeah, of course you can. Max loves people. So, so I definitely have a list of people who can help me take care of Max during this time that I can't do it myself. And instead of being sad and disappointed that I can't do it, I'm just going to be happy and grateful that I have so many wonderful people in my life who are here and available to help me when I can't do it myself. So that's my gratitude thought for the day, is how wonderful it is to have people like that to step up and help me out when I need it. So, well, with that being said, I've done my faith thought for the day, just believing in myself. Coming out here, doing this grounding makes me happy. I had my fuel for the day, my dirty eggs. It was so good. And now I just finished up with my footsteps. All right. So, gotta walk over my little homemade fence here. Oof. There's my puppy. Hi, buddy. Hi, sweetheart. You didn't come walking with me. No, you did not come walking with me. But that's okay. Yeah, your eyes are drippy. Your allergies are bugging you. You were sneezing earlier. We'll go wipe your eyes. Yeah, we'll go wipe your eyes. Yeah, and then you be the prettiest boy. The prettiest boy on the entire block. Maybe in the entire world. I don't know. Yeah, my Max. But yeah, look at my little homemade fence. I made this last year to prevent Max from peeing in this area of our yard because we're trying to grow grass here. But as you can see, it's not really working. But hey, the rest of the yard looks freaking stellar, does it not? Oh my gosh, my husband does a wonderful job with the yard. He fertilizes it and plants seed and puts down gypsum to help with the pet urine. So he does a really wonderful job. Okay, everyone, have a wonderful day. If you can, get outside, take your socks and shoes off, put your little toes in the grass, and think positive thoughts. Remember, thoughts become things. Manifest into your life what you want. That's what I'm doing. Someday I'm going to be a mom. It's coming. And I am very, very happy. Very, very happy. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful day.